All right, everyone, settle in. Grab your metaphorical thinking caps, because today's deep dive is all about cybersecurity. We're going straight to the source.
Ooh.
From Basil's IT Knowledge Bunker,
Okay.
a presentation titled Giving IT Back.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this is some top-tier cybersecurity wisdom
Right.
that we're going to break down together.
Hmm.
It's like we're back in the lecture hall, dissecting each slide and figuring out how it applies to, well, keeping our digital lives safe. I'm joined by my co-host,
Yes.
who's basically a walking cybersecurity encyclopedia.
You're too kind.
What say we jump right into Basil's world?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, slide 1, the title slide, it's a bit of a mouthful, but it sets the stage. Cybersecurity, hierarchy, governance, advanced threats, and identity management.
Which, when you think about it, is the trifecta of a solid cybersecurity framework.
Right, it's like building a fortress for your data.
Exactly. Governance is your foundation, the blueprint for your defenses. Then you have advanced threats.
Mm-hmm.
Think of those as the invaders trying to breach your walls.
Yeah.
And finally, identity management is like your gatekeeper, controlling who gets in and who stays out.
And slide 2 dives straight into the dangers lurking out there. Hidden dangers of unauthorized software. Basil gets right to the point with this one.
Think about it like this. You find a free version of that expensive software everyone's raving about.
Yeah.
Seems like a steal, right? But it could be riddled with malware.
Oh, like a digital Trojan horse. It looks appealing on the outside, but inside it's packed with nasty surprises.
Did that happen with a huge ransomware attack a while back? A single download wreaked havoc on a major pipeline.
It certainly did.
Oh.
And it's a stark reminder that unauthorized software can open the door to a whole world of hurt, not to mention legal headaches.
Ouch. Legal troubles on top of everything else. Definitely not worth the risk.
Okay, moving on to slide 3, we've got advanced persistent threats.
Yeah.
APTs.
Yeah.
That's intense.
They are. Imagine a super spy sneaking into your network, not for a quick grab, but to stay hidden, quietly gathering intel for months, maybe even years.
That's unsettling. So they're basically the ninjas of the cyber world.
Exactly. They exploit vulnerabilities,
Wow.
stay under the radar, and then, boom, they strike when you least expect it. That's why regular security audits are crucial.
Yeah.
It's like getting regular checkups to catch those silent threats before they become full-blown problems.
Solid advice. Early detection is key, like with any health issue.
Yeah.
Now, slide 4 tackles a big one. Identity management.
Yeah.
Securing the human element.
Right.
This is where we come in, right?
Absolutely. It's all about putting up robust defenses around who has access to what. Think multi-layered security passwords, multi-factor authentication, and managing those all-powerful admin accounts.
So like a bank vault
Yeah.
with multiple locks and a very discerning security guard.
Precisely. You wouldn't just hand out keys to your vault to anyone, would you? Same principle applies here.
And slide 5 zeroes in on a specific vulnerability. Addressing local administrator account vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
This feels like a deep dive within a deep dive.
Well, think of it this way. Local admin passwords are like master keys to your computer.
Okay.
If they fall into the wrong hands, it's game over.
Okay, that paints a vivid picture. So what's the solution? Individual key cards for specific areas, like in a secure facility.
You got it. That's where tools like Microsoft LAPS come in, giving each user a unique password, limiting the damage if one is compromised.
Smart move. Now, slide 6 seems to be building on that concept, mitigating credential theft and lateral movement.
Right, we're talking about preventing those stolen credentials from turning into a free pass through your entire network.
Basil lays out a bunch of strategies here. Multi-factor authentication again, network segmentation, and something called zero trust architecture. I'm sensing a theme of trust no one.
Exactly. It's about assuming that every request, every login attempt could be malicious. So you verify, you segment, you create layers of security to minimize damage, even if one layer is breached.
And slide 7 seems to double down on that with the assume breach philosophy. Is this where things get a bit pessimistic?
They're not pessimistic, realistic. It's about acknowledging that breaches are a matter of when, not if.
Right.
And you've got to prepare for that inevitability. Think of it like having a fire escape plan for your house.
Makes sense. It's not about living in fear, but about being prepared, having a plan in place. So constant vigilance and monitoring, like having security cameras always watching for suspicious activity.
Precisely. It's about minimizing the damage and bouncing back quickly. Now, slide 8 talks about security policies and risk management. This sounds like the rule book for the whole cybersecurity game.
Right. Basil walks us through the steps. Developing policies, assessing risks, figuring out how to deal with those risks, and constantly refining the process.
Think of it like building a house. You need building codes and safety regulations to ensure it's structurally sound and safe for the inhabitants.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of deal.
Right.
More like a constantly evolving game of cat and mouse.
Exactly. Now we come to slide 9, conclusion. Building a robust cybersecurity framework. This is where Basil ties everything together.
And emphasizes the need for a holistic approach. It's not just about technology or policies, it's about people.
Yeah.
Everyone in an organization needs to be involved.
Absolutely. Think of it like a sports team.
Uh-huh.
You need everyone on board,
Okay.
playing their part,
Mm-hmm.
working together to achieve a common goal.
Yeah.
Leadership needs to set the tone, provide resources, and foster a culture of security. Employees need to be educated, empowered, and vigilant.
So it's a collective responsibility.
Yeah.
A team effort.
Yeah.
You can't just rely on a single cybersecurity superhero to save the day.
Exactly. Speaking of teams, wouldn't it be great if we could get everyone in this room thinking like a cybersecurity pro, at least on a basic level?